Cognizant to the needs of our learners, parents, and teachers, the Department of Education provided us with powerful tools for productivity that will allow us to foster critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills, communication and collaboration skills to be compassionate, responsible global citizens. Join us and discover new ideas in our series of professional development training program with the ICTS EdTech Unit and Microsoft Education Philippines. Together, we will equip our learners and empower our fellow educators for a dynamic future. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, at para sa guro. Sulong Edukalidad. Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Ayan, good afternoon everyone at sa lahat po ng ating mga manonood dyan. Ayan, panibagong session na naman po tayo ng ating online tutorial. Dito lang yan sa DepEd ETUlay. Ayan, once again, I welcome everyone. And for sure, marami na kayong natutunan sa mga ibang grade levels natin dyan sa ating mga past volunteer tutors ng ating science. So for today, our session is all about, ayan, syempre, Science 6 na po tayo. Okay? Sige, let us start. Okay, ayan. So good afternoon, grade 6 students, and to all our viewers out there. Welcome to our new session of ETUlay online tutorial in Science 6. Once again, I am Tutor Vince, your science tutor from SDO Manila, together with Tutor Doms from SDO Caloocan, always right here to teach and guide you from your science lessons and modules every 3 p.m. to 3:40 p.m. of Monday, only here, live and alive on DepEd ETUlay tutorial. Ayan, welcome everyone. Okay, ayan po, no? Ayan, for sure, marami na tayong viewers dyan. So let us start our online session of tutorial for this afternoon. Okay, so we are now at week 6. Science 6, quarter 1, Science 6, no, in which our discussion is all about separating mixtures. Ano pa hinihintay nyo dyan? So bring out your modules, tapos punta na kayo sa page kung saan yan, makikita yung topic na yan, then let's jump right into it. Okay, let us start our tutorial for this afternoon. Okay, let us start. Okay, but before we start, what are our expected learning outcomes for our today's online tutorial? Okay, at the end of our tutorial, you will be able to, of course, illustrate and describe techniques in separating mixtures. Okay, sige, let us start our review. As we proceed to our new topic for today, first, let us have our short review about the past topic that we discussed last meeting, no? Ano ba yung diniscuss natin last meeting? Okay, our discussion is all about the suspension. And once again, what is suspension? Suspension is a liquid heterogeneous mixture where the solute particles cannot be dissolved by the solvent. Okay, yan po yung ating past discussion last time. Now, what are the examples of the suspension mixture? Now, we have here the oil and water mixture. Okay, so ibig sabihin, once again, kay suspension, regardless of how much effort we exert in a mixing these mixtures, hindi po natin siya magpagsasama yung dalawa because the particles of a solute cannot be dissolved by the solvent. Okay? Now, I have prepared 5 questions about the suspensions, no? This is just a review questions. Tingnan natin kung may natatandaan pa ba kayo doon sa last topic na diniscuss natin last time. Okay? Now, what are you going to do for our review? Okay, direction. Comment a smiley face if the mixture is a suspension and sad face if not. Ayan, only smiley face and sad face po. Ayan, okay, once again, all you have to do is to comment smiley face, smiley, ayan, if the mixture is suspension, and sad face if not. Okay, so I will be showing you some examples of mixtures, and all you have to do is to identify whether it is a suspension or not. Okay, sige, let us start our discussion or our review question for today. Sige, let us start. Now I have here a sugar and water mixture. Now, what do you think is the type of mixture is the sugar and water mixture? Right? Happy face if it is a suspension mixture, and sad face if it is not, no? Happy face or sad face po 'yan, ha? Suspension, once again, remind po natin ha, ang suspension, regardless of how much effort we exert in mixing the materials, hindi po talaga siya naghahalo. Okay? Ayan, nakakita na ako ng halo-halo dito, no? We have the mixed answers. Meron diyang sad face, meron din diyang smiley face. So the correct answer for this question or for this picture is that it is a sad face. Oh, why sad face? Di ba po? When we mix the sugar and water, the sugar will dissolve, di ba? Oh, yan. Kaya po siya sad face. So, okay lang yan. Then let us proceed to next the next pictures or sa next mixture natin. Okay, how about here? Now I have here a chalk powder and a water mixture. Ayan, chalk and water mixture po. What do you think? Is it a suspension? Just type smiley face. Or is it not? Sad face. Okay, ayan. Sige, meron na akong nakikita dito. Okay, okay, let us check. Now, the correct answer here is, of course, it is a smiley face. Oh, why smiley face? Because ang chalk powder, our chalk powder, when mixed to a water, it cannot be dissolved, no? Hindi po siya matutunaw. Okay? Next picture, how about here? I have here a sand and water mixture. Oh, how about this one? How about this type of mixture? Is it a suspension type or a comment smiley face or is it not? Type sad face, okay? Oh, sige. Ayan, meron na akong nakikita ditong pictures. Comments, okay. Meron ding halo-halo. O sige, let us see what type of mixture is it. Okay, very good. Ang ating correct answer for today is the smiley face. It is a suspension mixture because sand cannot be dissolved by the water. Di po siya mag-mix or hindi po siya matutunaw. Okay? Next, how about this one? I have here this salt and water mixture. Okay, once again, all you have to do is to type or comment a smiley face if it is a suspension and sad face if it is not. Okay, how about salt and water mixture? Sige, let us see. Ayan, meron na tayong mga answers dito. Okay, halo-halo, may smiley and merong sad face. Now, let us check kung ano nga ba talaga ang ating sagot for this picture or type of mixture. Okay, the correct answer here is sad face. Oh, why sad face? Because salt can be dissolved in water. Okay, so hindi po siya suspension. Okay, next for our last. Ayan, for our last picture for today. How about this one? We have the oil and water mixture. Is it a sad face? Hindi siya suspension? Or is it a smiley face if siya ay suspension? Okay, go. Type your answer. Ayan, we have here, halo-halo. Ayan, sige. Let us check. Okay, very good. Meron na tayong mga sumagot dyan sa ating comment box. Okay, the correct answer here is, ayan, it is a smiley face. So, ibig sabihin, the oil and water mixture is a suspension mixture. Okay, so that's it for our review sa ating past discussion last meeting. Okay, before we start our new topic for today, okay, shout out yan sa lahat po ng ating mga manunood. Sa lahat po ng grade 6 students dyan na nakatutok pa rin sa ating online tutorial, ayan, welcome po sa ating new session for today. And shout out po sa lahat po ng aking co-teachers dyan sa mga Andres Bonifacio Elementary School and sa aming school head na si Dr. Helen Bautista. Shout out po sa inyo dyan. Okay? At saka, okay, shout out din sa ating watching from Bongga Elementary School, Bongga Minor Elementary School. Ayan, shout out po sa inyo at saka sa Balayong Elementary School. Yan, ang lalayo po ng ating mga viewers for today. Okay, without further ado, let us start our new discussion for today. Okay, as you can see, okay, our topic for today is all about separating mixtures, okay? Actually, there are plenty of ways to separate mixtures, and each way is only dedicated to a specific type of mixture. Now, for our today's discussion, let us focus on filtering and sieving. Now, how are they differ from each other? Ano ba pinagkaiba niyang dalawa na yan? And what type of mixture ang kaya nilang i-filter o ang kaya nilang ipag-separate. Okay, let us start. Okay, okay. Punta muna tayo kay filtering. Ano ba si filtering? Okay, filtering is a technique used to separate insoluble solid from a liquid. Okay, nabanggit natin dito si insoluble. Okay, if you can still remember, I have mentioned you last time that there are soluble and non-soluble materials. Okay, when we say soluble materials, those are the particles or those are the substances that can be dissolved in water. Siya po yung natutunaw. And then when we talk about the insoluble materials, meaning to say, siya po yung mga materials na hindi kayang tunawin ni liquid substance. So, okay, so kung babalikan natin, going back to the filtering, filtering is a technique used to separate insoluble solid from a liquid. Okay, now that is an example of filtering. Okay, o ano ba? Palalimin pa natin si filtering. Okay, now what are the materials that can we use or that can be used for filtering a mixture? O ano-ano ba kaya yung mga bagay na pwede nating gamitin para ma-filter ang isang liquid mixture? Now, I have here, okay, if you think you have your own answer, you can type your answer in the comment box, no? Kung sa tingin nyo, meron akong nabanggit dito na mga materials that can be used in filtering liquid mixtures, you are free to type your answer. Okay, now I have here, of course, the filter paper. Ayan, ano ba si filter paper? Ayan. Now, that is the picture of our filter paper. Now, that material can be used in filtering a liquid substance. That's why it is called a filter paper. Okay, now if you don't have a filter paper dyan sa bahay, if you want to filter some liquid mixtures, we can always, use an alternative filtering material. Okay. Next, we have the used cloth. Ayan. We have here the used cloth. Ayan, yung mga gamit po. Hindi lang used cloth, no? We can also have a face towel. Ayan. Yan po yung ating examples of materials that can filter a substance or liquid mixture. Okay. Next, we have a scarf. O yan. Now, those materials can be used in filtering an a liquid substance. So once again, remind po natin na si filtering, ginagamit lang po natin siya if we want to separate a solid substance from a liquid substance. Meaning to say, ang pinagsaseparate po natin dito is si liquid at saka yung hindi matunaw na bagay na nakahalo kay liquid. Okay? Sige. For us to be able to understand more the filtration, I have here a video, no? Regarding the filtration. Okay? Watch carefully kung paano ko ginawa si filtration in this video. Okay? Sige, let us play this one. Ayan, tingnan po natin ng mabuti. Now, I have here a used face towel and meron akong mixture of soil and water mixture. Now, all I have to do, I want to separate the soil or yung sand particles diyan sa mixture ko. Kaya gumamit ako ng filtration. Ayan, nilagay ko, binubuhos ko unti-unti diyan si aking mixture with sand particles. Ayan, hinalo ko para mas makita ng lahat, no? Ayan, you can use face towel. Let's say dyan sa aking ginawang video dyan, meron akong face towel na ginamit. Now, I have to, isasalin ko yung ating mixture dyan sa, papadaanin ko siya kay face towel. Now, ano po yung nangyari dyan? Now, if you can observe, ayan po, yan yung mga insoluble substances na makikita doon kay water and soil mixture. Meaning to say, kung ano yung lumabas diyan, kung ano yung pumatak doon sa ating container, now that is our liquid. Now, in this picture, you can see the solid particles na naiwan, no? Na nahiwalay siya doon sa ating liquid liquid mixture. Now that is an example of filtration. Now I don't have a filter paper, so that's why I use the used face towel to filter my mixture. Okay, now I prepared at least 3 questions or 2 questions for this video. Okay, type your answer if you want or if you know the answer. Now, guide questions for our activity. Ayan. Soil and water mixture is what type of mixture? Okay, going back to our past lesson. What do you think is the soil and water mixture? What type of mixture is it? Is it a colloid, a suspension, or a solution? Sige nga, what do you think? Type your answer. What type of mixture? Okay, may nakikita na ako na ating sagot dito. Okay, very good. Ayan po, okay? Remember that our mixture, our soil and water mixture is a suspension mixture. Meaning to say, we can use the process of filtration or filtering to separate the suspension mixture. Okay? Ayan, very good. Next, how about this next question? Okay, what material was used to filter the mixture? Ayan, very good. Yes, that is a suspension, no? Okay, what material was used to filter the mixture based doon sa video na pinresent ko sa inyo? Ano yung ginamit ko or what materials or what material did I use to filter our mixture? Going back to our to my video presented, no? Okay, ano kaya? Anong type ng material? Okay, very good. Nakakita na po ako ng sagot. Okay, ang material po na ginamit natin for our mixture, to separate our mixture, is a used cloth or a used face towel, no? Yun po yung ginamit natin. Okay, very good. Ayan. Okay, now let's proceed to the practical practical application of filtering in everyday life, no? Okay, saan ba natin makikita pa si filtration o yung filtering na process? Saan ba natin siya pwedeng makita? Okay, okay, ito pa. We have this mixture, no? Separating sand from water, separating rice grains from water, at saka separating black pepper from the soup. Now, this type of mixture can be separated using the filtration process or the filtering process. Okay? Now, if you can observe, as you observe here in our mixture, laging ang mixture natin ay pinagsamang liquid substance or liquid material and an insoluble solid material. Okay? Yun yung napansin natin sa kanya. Let's take for example, we have the sand and water. It is a combination of liquid and sand, liquid and solid. Now we have the rice grains and water. Rice grains are solid materials while the water is liquid materials. And separating black pepper o yung paminta doon sa ating sabaw. Black pepper is a solid material while our soup is a liquid material. Now, filtration process is best used when we want to separate a mixture of liquid and solid materials. Okay? Now, let us proceed to real-life application of filtering. Okay, saan ba natin ginagamit sa totoong buhay si filtration process, no? Now, I have here, ayan, if you can see, for sure, alam na alam nyo to. We have a water stations, no? So, water stations, diyan tayo kumukuha or diyan na nagdi-deliver ng ating mga tubig na iniinom, no? So, water stations are using the filtration process to separate the sediments from the water. Okay, yan po si filtration. Actually, there are a lot of real-life application of filtering process or the filtration process, but this is the most common because this is for sure alam na alam ng lahat kasi lahat ay umiinom ng mineral water. Now, that is our filtration process. Okay? Now, before we proceed sa ating next ways of separating mixtures, okay, shout out ulit tayo dyan. Shout out po sa mga SPVCES, Rojas Isabela. Wow, from Isabela. Shout out po sa inyo dyan. And shout out to Baligatan Elementary School. Lahat po ng teachers and students dyan, especially grade 6, shout out po sa inyo. Then, ayan, we have Baruya Elementary School from School Lubao. Wow, from SDO Pampanga. Shout out po sa inyo dyan. Okay, that's it for our shout out. Sige, last one. Okay, good afternoon. Watching from Balayong Elementary School. Ayan, shout out po sa lahat ng ating mga manonood. Okay, we have also here Tutor Doms watching with us. Ayan, nakikinig din si Tutor Doms dyan. Shout out po sa inyo, Sir Doms, Tutor Doms. Ayan, makakasama nyo yan si Tutor Doms next meeting. Now, let us proceed to our trivia for the day. Before we proceed to sieving process of separating mixture, let's have our trivia for the day. Ayan, I have here an air conditioner. Okay, did you know that air can also be filtered? Not just liquid, no? Not just liquid substance, but also air, no? We can also filter the air. Now, the best example of this is an aircon or air conditioner. It has an air filter that separates dust particles from the air to prevent dust from entering our room. Now, if you have the aircon, kung napapansin nyo dyan, kung na-observe nyo, if you have your own air conditioner sa bahay, maybe monthly pinapalinis yan ni mommy or daddy kasi marami na yung alikabok sa kanyang air filter. That's why our filtering process can also be done in air. Okay? Ayan po ang ating trivia for today. Now, let us proceed to our next process of filtering a substance or a mixture. Now we have sieving process. Now, what is sieving? Sieving is a technique used to separate the smaller particles of substance from larger particles. Okay, I have here a picture. Now, that is an example of sieving process. Now, if we want to separate, let's say, for example, we have the salt mixed with flour. Now, if we want to separate the salt from the flour, well, we can use the sieving process, no? Para mahiwala yung mas malalaking substance ng solid material doon sa mga smaller particles of substance. Yes, yan po, buhangin yan para mahiwala yung mga maliliit na bato dyan. Okay? Now, what are the materials that can we use or can be used for, that is sieving, no? For sieving na siya. Hindi na siya filtering. Now, we have strainer. Ayan, for sure, alam na alam to. Meron to sa bahay. We have this strainer, di ba? Ayan, if we want to separate, si strainer, yung may mga maliliit-liit na butas dyan, pangsala, okay? We also have the mosquito net. Ayan, that material can also be used in sieving. Next, we have the net bag. Ayan, meron tayong net bag dyan. Now, those are the materials that can be used in filtering or in sieving a mixture. Okay? O, kung napapansin nyo dyan, all the materials have small holes, no? Meron siyang maliliit na butas. Okay? Para dyan papasok yung mga smaller particles, tapos yung mga larger particles ng ating substance, hindi siya pwedeng tumuloy or hindi siya pwedeng pumasok diyan. Okay? Now, of course, I have here a sample of sieving process. Ito, let's say for example, meron din akong ginawang video for us to understand more para makita talaga natin kung paano ba talaga ginagawa si sieving process. Okay? Sige, let's all watch this video. Ayan. Now I have, flour and cereal mixture. Okay? Then, meron tayong strainer. Ayan, pinaghalo ko dyan si flour o si harina at saka si cereal. No? Now, I am using the, what do you call this one? The strainer to separate the cereal to the flour. Because, ayan, cereal is larger than the flour. Or the particles of cereal are larger than the particles of our flour. O, ayan, kung nakikita nyo dyan, if you can observe, ayan na, I have separated the cereal to our flour. Now, that is sieving. Meaning to say, going back to the meaning of sieving process, we use sieving to separate the larger molecules or the larger particles of a mixture, no, to the smaller particles. O yan, if you can see, nakikita nyo dyan, meron pa siyang small amount, no, meron pa siyang small amount of cereal na medyo maliliit lang din, kaya pumasok siya doon sa strainer. Now, if you want to sieve the, kung gusto mong mas pino talaga yung inyong flour dyan, use the the strainer with smaller holes, no? Meron kasi tayong iba't ibang klase ng strainer. Meron diyan yung malalaki yung butas-butas niya, medyo malalaki. Yung iba naman sobrang liit talaga ng kanyang mga butas-butas. Okay? Now, that is our example of sieving process. Ayan, diyan po natin ginagamit si sieving. Okay, next. Of course, I also prepared a guide questions, no? Tungkol doon sa ating video. Okay, our question number 1. Flour and cereal mixture is what type of mixture? Okay, sa tingin nyo, what type of mixture is a cereal and flour mixture? Is it a homogeneous mixture? Is it a heterogeneous mixture? Is it a suspension, a colloid, or solution? Now, what do you think? Sige nga, tingnan nga natin. What is a flour and cereal mixture. Ano po siyang type ng mixture? Sige nga, tignan po natin. Is it heterogeneous mixture, homogeneous mixture, colloid, suspension, or solution? Okay, ayan, meron na po akong nakikita dito, no? Okay, the correct answer for this question is it is a heterogeneous mixture. Remember, we only use the term suspension, colloids, and solution when our mixture is in liquid form. Okay, naka-liquid form po siya. Doon lang natin ginagamit si suspension, colloids, at saka si solution. So that is a heterogeneous mixture. Next, how about this one? What material was used in sieving the mixture? Okay, based doon sa video na pinresent ko sa inyo, what material did I use to separate our heterogeneous mixture? Okay, what do you think? Based doon sa video, ayan, meron na akong nakitang sagot. Okay, sige, yan ay strainer. Very good. That is a strainer. Yan po, strainer po ang ating ginamit na, ginamit na materials to separate our mixture. Okay? Once again, sige, bago tayo mag-proceed, shoutout po muna tayo dyan sa lahat po ng ating mga manonood dyan na nakatutok sa ating DepEd ETUlay live. Shoutout po sa inyo. Okay, next. Okay, now examples of filtering process. Meron pa tayo dito. If we want to separate rocks from sand, ayan, yan, gagamit po tayo ng strainer or ng sieving process, no? If we want to separate rocks from the sand. Next, we also have the separating rice grains from flour. Let's say, for example, naghalo yung inyong rice doon sa flour or sa harina. Kung gusto nyong i-separate yan, we are going to use the sieving process. Next, we have separating salt from black pepper. Halimbawa, yung salt natin ay sumama doon sa ating flour, no? Pwede po nating yan. Pwede nating gamitin si sieving process. Next, punta naman tayo sa ating real-life application of sieving. Siyempre, if we have our real-life application ng ating filtration process, meron din naman tayong real-life application ng ating sieving. Now, observe the picture. Actually, this picture, ginagamit ito kapag, ayan no, during construction of a building, a ton of sand were sieved to separate large rocks from it. No, dito talaga ginagamit si sieving. This is the practical examples, yung talagang ginagamit talaga siya, no, para ma-separate. Ayan. They use the sieving process. Ayan. Kung napapansin nyo dyan, meron silang material dyan sa yung naka-straight na yan, nakahiga na yan. That is a sieving material na ginagamit nila para mahiwalay yung malaking bato sa maliliit na bato. Okay? Now, remember, okay, filtering and sieving can be done if we want to separate suspension mixtures or solid heterogeneous mixture. Okay, if you can remember, sinabi ko kanina, no, we have plenty of ways in separating mixture, and each ways has their own unique ways to separate a mixture. Let's say, for example, we have the filtering. Si filtering, ginagamit natin siya to separate liquid substance to the solid substance or sa ating liquid mixture. Si filtering po ang ginagamit natin doon. Next, we also have the sieving. If we want to separate the mixture of larger particles to smaller particles, si sieving po ang ginagamit natin. So, hindi natin pwedeng gamitin, halimbawa, if we want to separate, liquid mixture, we cannot use sieving process. Kasi, si sieving process, ginagamit lang natin siya para nga paghiwalay yung malaki sa maliit. Hindi siya ginagamit kapag liquid mixture ang kanyang ipaghihiwalay. Okay, that's it for our remember. Okay, dalawa lang po yan, filtering and sieving. Okay, Now, let us proceed to our evaluation. Sige, let us see if you really understand our discussion for today. Okay, now what you are going to do, you have to identify whether the following mixtures can be separated by filtering or sieving. Okay, all you have to do is to choose from these ways of separating mixtures. Okay, we have the filtering and the sieving. Okay, let us start. Sige. We have here, we have the oil and sand mixture. What do you think is the process that we can use to separate our oil and sand mixture? Is it filtering or sieving? Go. Sige, while waiting sa ating mga sagot, shout out from, Baruya ulit, no? Baruya Elementary School, West District from SDO Pampanga. Good afternoon. Watching from Baligatan Elementary School, shout out po sa inyo dyan. Sige, ayan, may nakikita na akong answers. Okay, the correct answer here is filtering. Okay, very good. That is our ways to separate, or our way to separate our oil and sand mixture. Filtering. Next, we have another one. We have the rice grains and milk powder. Now, if we want to separate our rice grains and milk powder, which process are we going to use? Is it filtering or sieving? Ayan. Tingnan natin, filtering ba siya or sieving? Kapag ginamit natin or if we want to separate rice grains or yung mga bigas-bigas sa ating milk powder. Okay? Ayan. Okay, shout out sa ating from Don Pablo. Ayan, ang bilis mag-flash, no? Elementary School, San Carlos, okay? Shout out po sa inyo dyan. Ang bilis kasi mag-flash ng ating comment section. Okay, very good. Marami na tayong answer dito, okay? Our correct answer here is, ayan, very good, sieving, because rice grains are larger than the milk powder. So we can use the process of, ayan, sieving. Next question, how about this one? We have our vinegar and calamansi seeds mixtures. Ayan. What are we going to use to separate vinegar and calamansi seeds? Is it filtering or sieving? Go, type your answer. And while waiting for the answer, shout out from Baligatan Elementary School kay Princess Dimal na. Okay, ang bilis kasi ayan, Dimal na. Bilis mag-flash. And watching from Kapihan Elementary School, advisor, ayan, shoutout po sa advisor na si Ma'am Gladys Ann M. Alejandria. Ayan, shoutout po sa inyo. Okay, since we have the answers na, let us check. Okay, our correct process here is filtering. Very good. Ayan. Next question. How about this one? Punta naman tayo sa situational. Okay? Situations naman tayo. Okay. Listen carefully. Anna wanted to bake for her birthday celebration. She noticed that there are mango seeds mixed with the flour. What process should she do to separate the mango and flour? Ayan, ulit. Anna wanted to bake for her birthday celebration. She noticed that there are mango seeds mixed with the flour. What process should she do to separate the mango and flour? Is it filtering or sieving? Okay? Ayan, very good. Our correct answer here is sieving. Sieving po yan ha, hindi lang nalipat ni teacher. Okay, sieving. Our correct answer here is sieving. Next one, how about this one? Alan is collecting seawater for his science subject. He observed that there are still small amount of sand in the water. How can he separate the sand from the water? Ulit, Alan is collecting seawater from for his science subject. He observed that there are still small amount of sand in the water. How can he separate the sand from the water? Okay? Ayan, ang bibilis sumagot. Okay, let us check. Sige, wait natin yung iba. Baka may gusto pang sumagot. Okay, very good. Our correct answer here is filtering. Okay, very good. So that is our discussion for today. We have the separating mixtures or ways of separating mixtures, which are the filtering and the sieving. Okay, very good. Okay, before we end our tutorial for today, let's have our featured inventor naman tayo, no? Punta naman tayo sa ating inventor for today. Okay, we have Willis Carrier. Willis Haviland Carrier was an American engineer best known for inventing modern air conditioning. O ayan, siya pala yung nag-imbento no ng ating aircon na ginagamit ngayon. At remember, si aircon, it can also filter the air, no? Kaya niyang i-filter si air. Ayan. So mag-thank you tayo kay Willis Carrier, no? Because he invented the air conditioning, our modern air conditioning. Okay? And of course, if we have our featured inventor, we also have Batang Scientist of the Week. O, ito po ang ating Batang Scientist of the Week. We have Rans Jairo T. Pedroche or Pedroche from Balayong Elementary School, Malolos City, Bulacan. And congratulations to the parents. We have Joanne Pedroche and Rodel Pedroche. Ayan, congratulations po because your son is our featured Batang Scientist of the Week. O ngayon, do you want, syempre yung iba meron namang nainggit. If you want to be featured dito sa ating Batang Scientist of the Week, all you have to do is to take a picture while watching our online tutorial. Then send it to our ETUlay Facebook page. And malay nyo, kayo na po ang next na ating ma-feature na Batang Scientist of the Week. Ayan, once again, congratulations. And if you have comments and suggestions regarding sa ating tutorial for today, you have there, ayan, naka-flash po ang ating evaluation link. If you want to comment or suggest, you are free to comment dyan po sa ating evaluation link. And that's it for today. See you next Monday. Once again po, I am Tutor Vince from SDO Manila together with Tutor Doms na makakasama niyo po siya next week from SDO Caloocan, and we are your science tutor. At saka po, ayan. Thank you po sa lahat ng ating mga manonood. Okay? Good afternoon, and once again, thank you. Goodbye.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag #ETUlayLevelUp. Huwag aalis ha, dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan. Dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!